Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. Doing announcements. Alright, let's get ready to dive into somebody's brain.
Oh, it's possible for you to enter dreams? That's excellent news!
That's exactly what I would say.
Of course, the journey has yet to start.
Hey, that Drowsy really did turn his life around. I feel bad for doubting him. Hey.
What do you suppose exploring a dream would be like? Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Yeah, this chat out is... What's up, everybody? How's it going, Ice? Serafrikov, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing... Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well today. You all can go into the dream now? That's mighty great news. We'll see. It's good you found Drowsy. Now it gets tricky. You have to find out why Azuriel can't wake from his nightmare. What if he just looked at feet instead? I imagine, no, they probably won't let me do other missions right now. You never know, maybe they will. But I'm not gonna check. I would like to get this out of the way. So these are all the same. Rocking black Timberlands with a 40 of malt liquor. I don't even know where to start on how to comprehend that. But I trust you. But I already don't like Chatod in this game. Did things to you in the past you'll never forget. Yeah, that's what's happening to me with Chatod in this game. Oh, we don't need... Oh, shoot. We need these. And I think I probably need Reviver Seeds, right? Yeah, probably. The Slip Seed. Chatot with Boom Burst is a problem. So you got messed up by Chatot in a competitive setting, it sounds like. My condolences. I got messed up by Chatot emotionally in this game. Do we have enough money for this? I should eventually pay attention to how much money I have. Dodged 5 rock edges and killed your Salamence and then straight murdered your whole team. Oh my. Yes, my condolences. That does sound like something that would be very difficult to forget, ever. And that's pretty much Chatot personality in this game. So it all fits. I'm gonna sell a couple things. Make shakes out of the... out of the plain seeds. No, there always has to be more humiliation. I forgot to get the reviver seeds. In this game, he is very much the sort of person who rubs it in. Fascinating. Yeah, our team is automatically gone. Whatever, I'll give myself the plain seeds then. Or one for each of us. Yay! It seems the plain seeds usually increase max HP whenever they're special. Let's see if it happens again. Yeah, interesting. Well, those were good plain seeds for us. I'm not complaining. I know, I've been here for a couple months. I know my way around. Okay. Once again, carrying way too much. Will we find frickin' items inside Azrael's head and be able to take them out? Oh, that sounds nice. Sick. Oh, are you two ready to go into the dream?
Yes, we're all set.
Good. Then come over here. Storm's past, nice. I'm going to send you into Azrael's dream. Here goes! Snow in Oklahoma, holy moly.
Is this inside the dream?
Chio, Syria! Can you hear me? It's me, Drowsy.
Yes, we hear you!
Good. It sounds like you're safely inside. As I've said before, there's something very bad about this dream. I don't think I need to remind you, but be careful in there.
Okay, thanks, Drowsy! Let's get going! Into the dream!
Yeah, I get the feeling I will be able to find... Like, I can eat Azrael's brain gummies. Azrael has money in his brain. That doesn't seem healthy. Oh, thick fat. Money on the mind. Ow. And you're hitting every single one. Okay then. And my special attack is way down. You have Espeon in your brain. Nice miss. Yeah, that would... I would love to drag people out of Azrael's brain and have them join me. And welcome, it's wonderful to see you. I almost said lovely. There are traps here too. This really is a nightmare. Jigglypuffer here. And why not? Sure. Why not now? I'll call now. Mime Jr. Took 171 damage without a crit. Sweet. That's dealing a lot of damage, yeah. Yeah, I noticed, yeah, seeing why not. And Jigglypuff isn't Wigglytuff, but it's reminiscent. At least it's not a PP destroying trap. I'll never... Oh, and there's Wobbuffet. I'm very scared now. Okay. I'm not happy to see Wobbuffet here. What? Okay, so does it have to be in that bottom right corner? I am too. Oh, here we frickin' go. Thank you, Chio. No, it's not here. So it has to be here. Second floor and already getting lost. Well, that helps. You just flattened. That's an interesting damage animation. Can't blame anybody having a whole population of Miltank living in their mind, especially people who have been traumatized by Whitney growing up. Wubba wubba. That's right! Here go all my quick attacks. That's absolutely nothing. Let's just get away from you. I feel like a lot of the viewing experience of my stream is like most of my community trying very hard at all times to not get too lewd. I don't know what it is about me. It's probably not me. It's all of you being yourselves. Nice. I remembered that time. Excuse me. There's an exit there. That's not a great place to fall asleep. Yay. Yay. Yeah, I'm not prepared for what's going to be happening at that other place. I'm shocked that all of those organizations aren't after all of us already. Or you're just good. The only thing that I really remember as like a, oh wow, that was freaking amazing circumstances was Blastoise missing 3 Focus Blasts in a row. It's a prospective personal, yeah, private server thing. It's not a thing yet. Traps are being nice to me right now, knock on wood, ha ha ha. Okay. That sounds uncomfortable. Ever since Miltank hit me with thick fat and destroyed my life, I haven't been using embers.
I'm going to slap a cock.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why we're doing that, but... Hey, Spinda! Oh, look at all the frickin' people. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to me in the first encounter here. This is fine. There's a Blissey here, too. You're gonna have thick fat for this, but I'd like to get started on you while you're far away. Utter destruction. Very nice. Your belly drains faster in this dungeon? Okay, I'm glad I accidentally came in here wearing the stamina band then. You can't synchronize me with a burn, I'm a fire type. Too bad for you. Oh no, quick attack, which is already out of PP. Two Wobbuffets. Just in time for me to be almost out of PP. I'm just gonna wait for the burn to take care of you. Or maybe the burn will never hit you again. Yeah, it feels kind of bad in a way. The Petrify Orb is just so overpowered. Am I gonna have literally the perfect amount of PP to take care of everybody here? Aww. Still worked out well. A food item went bad. No, I'm out of here. Yeah, imagine how they'd be treating you if you hadn't used it. $64. And I imagine there's still a decent amount of game left. He's celebrated by ruining... Speaking of nightmares, people are sleeping peacefully in this nightmare, and then Chio makes them pay for it. If you're not having a nightmare, then I will be the nightmare. That was an Oron berry. Welcome, I'm Ye. Just deep into the post-game of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky here. We're in a bit of an intense part of the story. Like, the post-game story has been mostly innocuous until... It's like it's been, saving up specifically to hit young Japanese children, and now Children of the West with, suicidal ideation stuff. So, warnings about that to everybody. And also, warning, there are many, many, many traps in this game. See? That's just why. Spoilers, I really, really can't stand traps. And I saw those two gummies and I was like, that looks suspicious. That's a lot of milk tanks. I bet there were traps in this room, too. Now, this one is not permanent. I'm gonna move in so Chio can do some work. Or he's just gonna stay there. There you go. That's an interesting move. And they get to all use the turn as well. That didn't last very long. Please tell me that when I use this move, it's gonna hit somebody. Nice. You're gonna hit every single one. There go two of our Reviver Seeds. And it hit me again after I was revived. Oh, milk drink works for every single enemy in the entire room. I think we're dead here. I might have to use my escape orb. I don't have any useful orbs anymore. Finally using a fighting type move on a normal type. Rescue Team's postgame was even worse with traps. I saw Toxic coming. $40 damage. I'm cringing. Chio's poisoned and asleep, and there goes another Reviver Seed. I'm confused again. Nice miss. There's another milk drink. So we have one Reviver Seed left, yep. I'm gonna hit nobody with this. Isn't rollout supposed to miss sometimes? At least that's an attacking move. Nice miss. Chio has not hit very often in this fight. He can't hit. I guess that's decent when bide is happening. Wasn't I already I can't recover from confusion. 21 damage. Where are you? Well, we are not very well prepared for the boss. We have one Reviver Seed left. Sorry for probably missing a lot of chat and being in a bit of a bad mood during that. Licky licky. I would love to find another reviver seed right now. From now on, I might be taking 2 petrify orbs to dungeons. And thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. I got past that fight, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to win the war. I'm hideously low on important resources now. Yeah, milk drink being room-wide doesn't make much sense, does it? It's great if you have it, but... Oh, so when you're infatuated, you can't even move. This really is a nightmare. Yeah, Sweet Kiss is great when you have it. Time for more traps. A Petrify Orb. Assyria got over its infatuation. Being in love makes you not even a person anymore. No offense to those with its pronouns. Because it really makes you reconsider a lot of things. Identity. It makes you actually have to think about things a little bit. Having another Oron Berry is very nice. I wish I had actually picked up the one earlier. Although those people do prefer to not be thought of as human. Okay, that's fair. Probably not all of them, but that's still a good thing to consider. Yeah, you said not all, but a lot. I do not like you. Please get away from me. I'm sorry to be mean, but you have moves that are very annoying. I do not know how many floors until the boss. It's, I've never played this game before, and the dungeons seem to be progressively mostly getting longer, but some of them are surprisingly short. That's a lot of quick seeds. What I would like is a reviver seed. Instead of somehow getting the same rare type of seed 3 times in a row, that is not a reviver seed. Unless those are specifically made to be more likely to appear in this dungeon. I like that enemies sometimes choose... I tried to get away, but there was nothing I could do. Chio decided to fight. I'm pretty much screwed now. I could have used maybe a warp orb or something. I always forget. Every single time I forget. At least it wasn't Paris Song. Yeah, thankfully... Well, now that I'm saying this, somebody is going to have Paris Song in here, but... Yeah, that was another thing I thought afterward, was I could have changed Chio's tactics, but that wouldn't... He was still in a position where he could have chosen to use Quick Attack anyway. Yeah, I bet Paris Song is coming, the way things are going. I'm gonna get one floor away from the boss, and something like that's gonna happen. I gave up on my warp seeds, or did I? Yeah, I gave up on my warp seeds. Once again, we found every single room except the exit room.
We've gone pretty deep in here, Syria. It appears as if it's just one long path from here. Let's keep going a little more. Whoa! What's happening?
You... How did you get here?
There's someone here, Syria! Who is it? Where are you? Show yourself!
I am... Oh. What? Well, yeah, I should have known.
You're... I am... Cresselia.
Cresselia. It's Cresselia, the one from my dreams!
I cannot fathom how you've come here, but I find your visit ever so convenient. I've longed to meet both of you. Cresselia, so my dreams... They weren't just ordinary dreams after all.
Sometimes this game surprises me.
What? And what I saw in my dreams. Yes. What I told you in your dreams is true. You two are not supposed to exist in this world.
What? You two?
I suspected this.
Me too, I did initially, and then I forgot. Not that we were having the same dreams, but that Cresselia was behind this.
That you and I were having the same dreams, Syria. I went to the future, then I came back to this world. And it's causing the destruction of this world. So Cresselia said in my dreams.
So it wasn't just me that had those dreams. And Chio is the same as I am. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was just me because I literally came from the future. Chio is another presence that must not exist in this world. Cresselia said that to Chio too.
Excuse me, Cresselia. Could you explain something for us? I traveled to the future and came back again. And Syria was a human who came from the future. You said that we're causing the distortion in the fabric of space in our world.
Oh, right, yeah, Chio can't evolve either. I thought... I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid.
If space itself becomes distorted, why will the world be destroyed? If the distortion in the fabric of space expands, the power of darkness will expand as well. Eventually, the world will become enveloped within a nightmare. Enveloped within a nightmare? Yes. Do you know where we are at? Do you know where we are at this very moment? Well, we're in Azuriel's dream, aren't we? That is correct. More precisely, we are in Azuriel's nightmare. Azuriel will remain trapped by the nightmare, never to awaken again. This nightmare will eventually creep across the world. For now, only Azuriel is afflicted with this nightmare, but soon, other Pokemon will be drawn in by the nightmare's widening web. More and more Pokemon will fall into the unending sleep. And ultimately, all Pokemon will be locked in this nightmare without end.
All Pokemon.
Hey, Cresselia, what will it take to get rid of the distortion in the fabric of space? How can the space distortion be eliminated? There is but one way to eliminate the distortion. That is, for you to disappear. What? Disappear? Us? I have been waiting for this opportunity. The opportunity to make you disappear.
I've been thinking this entire time, why is Cresselia just, like, committing this war crime, these emotional war crimes on us, without just doing the deed themselves?
What? Wait a second! We don't want to disappear! We want to know more about what's happening! So you would rather see all Pokemon swallowed up by the nightmare? That isn't what I want! Cresselia, is this really true? If we disappear, will the world really be saved? Yes, it will be saved. For it is only your existence that is driving the world to ruin. I'm very sorry that I must do this. Prepare to disappear. It must be done. The world must be saved. Ah! Hey! Hello?
Syria? And Chio? Where are you?
Gah! Interrupted. And my work here was nearly finished. I was interrupted this time, but I will see to it that you two disappear. Of course, if you wish to save the world on your own, you should consider making yourselves disappear first. Farewell. That was close.
Hey, so here you are. I don't know who this... Oh, yeah, okay.
Drowsy! Why are you here?
You were taking so long to come back. I got worried. Yeah, we ran into 2 monster houses, and the second one we didn't have a Petrify Orb for. I decided to be brave and came looking for you. There's something dangerous about this place. We shouldn't stay here. Why did Cresselia just suddenly... Oh, darn. A wibbly woobly guy's coming. All of my plans are foiled. I must leave now. Let's go back to the guild for the time being. Okay, so we got through it without having to die to a boss. That was, very much needed.
I see. So you encountered Cresselia, and she said that Azuriel's nightmare is caused by the distortion in the fabric of space.
Chatot, how pragmatic are you going to be if we give you the full story here?
Yes.
If nothing is done about it, all Pokemon will join Azuriel in his unending sleep. That is what Cresselia said?
Yes.
Ah! If that's all true, this is terrible trouble to be sure. We've got to do something.
So, Chatot, what do you know about Cresselia?
I know of the Pokemon, but only from rumors. It is said that Cresselia appears only during the night of the quarter moon. It is also said that this Pokemon can heal others' emotional scars simply with the gentle light from her body.
She didn't seem so kindly.
There is one more thing about Cresselia. This Pokemon is said to possess a mystical power that can banish darkness.
The power to banish darkness.
Hey, so let's get this straight. If we don't do something, all the Pokemon in the world are going to fall asleep forever? Hey, that means we have to do something now to fix the space distortion.
Okay, so we're not actually going to tell everybody what needs to be done in order for this to happen. Hey, Chio. Did Cresselia say anything about how the distortion of space can be stopped? No, we have to go through this ourselves. No one else can know. No one else, because no one would understand. It would only make things worse if we shared the burden.
How to stop the distortion of space?
Why are you so jumpy? Did I ask something weird?
No, it's not what you said. Sorry. I was thinking about something else. So, a way of stopping the distortion of space? Nope, I don't remember Cresselia saying a single thing about that.
Oh, I see. That is unfortunate. Well, anyway, let's look into the distortion of space together. If we don't, we won't be able to stop the nightmare from spreading. Chatot!
Yes, Guildmaster! Alright, everyone, we'll disband for the day, and starting tomorrow, you are to
I can't read right now.
Starting tomorrow, you are to individually investigate the distortion of space itself.
Yup, will do.
Alright, dismissed!
I'm so tired of the, oh, we have to go through this alone trope. I'm sorry, I just... I'm so frustrated.
When we were back at the guild, Drowsy asked us if we knew how the distortion of space could be stopped. I lied. I didn't even think twice about it. As we know, there is a way to stop the distortion. The only solution is for us to disappear from this world. I just couldn't bring myself to say it. But, is this something I really must tell everyone about? Hey, Syria.
Chatot sometimes actually knows things. As much as I hate Chatot, sometimes Chatot actually knows things. And, like, I feel like... Oh, literally, as far as we know, just the two of us, with the only information the two of us have, is that we have to die or else the world dies. There's no way for any other solution to be found in this situation right now. I just,
What should we do now? If we were to disappear, would the world be saved? In that case, maybe that's the best thing to do.
Oh, Chio.
I can't take this! All this worrying's made me tired. Let's get some sleep, Syria.
And I know that this is something that is incredibly difficult to try and actually... It's difficult to want other people, especially the people that love you, to, like, have to know about this. But it's just... Yeah, it's not like we've ever been lied to about solving the problem. Exactly. Oh, can't sleep. Yeah, that's what I would think. Chio is already asleep, I guess. Or he's just trying to sleep and he can't sleep either. But I have to wonder, I understand that we're causing the distortion of space, but how that leads to the world's ruin, I still can't believe it. I thought it was just merely something from a dream that first time, but then with the second dream, when I was told about the distortion of space, that was when I started thinking that maybe it was true. Hey, come to think of it, the morning after I had that dream, Chio said to me, "Why are you daydreaming? It's not like you." Oh, okay. Chio needed to be cheered up. Chio was unusually upbeat then, but Chio had just woke from the same dream about Cresselia that I had. At that moment, Chio must have been acting extra cheerful around me because Chio suspected that I had just had the same dream and tried to cheer me up. Chio had to have been frightened, but Chio was much more concerned about me. Then in Azuriel's nightmare, what Cresselia said and what she tried to do, I felt crushed by that, but that's why I have to keep my spirits strong. My spirit's strong. Huh? Chio's in here. Maybe outside?
So, Syria, you're awake too, huh? I couldn't sleep at all. Hey, Syria, can't we be allowed to stay? Can't we stay in this world? When we fought Dialga at Temporal Tower, you fought even though you knew that you would disappear, Syria. Because even if you were to disappear, you thought that would save the world. That's why you did it, right? If that's the case, maybe we should do that this time too.
Chio. It's true that I fought Dialga knowing that I would disappear if we succeeded, but that had to be done to prevent the planet's paralysis. Back then, I was willing to disappear if it meant saving the world. I feel the same this time too, but is this situation really the same? But something feels different this time around.
Oh, Syria, what do you think? Should we really disappear from this world?
No!
You don't know? You must be thinking that maybe we ought to disappear, Syria. Well then.
But something's... What, do we like the word weird or strange better? Let's go with strange.
Strange? What's strange?
What do we feel is more sussy? Just having to trust Cresselia alone about all of this, or... I don't think the whole space distortion thing is out of the question. We went through the entire game up to this point. Do we really trust Cresselia on this?
What exactly was odd about what Cresselia said? We separately found out that we are causing the space distortion while at Luminous Spring too. And if Azuriel can't wake up from his nightmare because of the distortion, well, I think we have to believe what we were told.
Something is different about disappearing this time around. I know something is different, but what is it? I need to think carefully. That's right, this is different from before. Back then, with Dialga, my disappearance wasn't really a choice. I've got to explain that to Chio.
What? It's different this time? What's different? What? At Temporal Tower, you were willing to disappear, but it's not the same this time? What? You did what you did at Temporal Tower because you had to. You changed your future because you knew that it would lead to world peace. But your choice wasn't really the choice to disappear. But there's no telling what will happen if we disappear. Not this time. So we don't really know if that will bring peace to the world again. So what you're saying is nothing about this is certain. That's true. It's true that things aren't completely certain. But it is a fact that you are a human who came from the future, Syria. And I did go to the future and then come back to this world. And it does seem that, because of us, space has started to distort.
How do you know that?
There's no escaping the fact that we changed history. That must mean what we were told is true.
Geo.
Oh,
It's sunlight. The sun's coming up. It's beautiful. It's another beautiful dawn.
oh, Syria. Seeing the sun come up this way makes me remember. I've seen the sunrise from here before. This isn't the first time. The first time I was with Grovile.
With Grovile.
Yes. Remember when we first came back from the future? We slept here. That's when I saw the sunrise from here for the first time. I just remembered something about that first time. It's like it's something Grovile asked me.
When all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong?
I didn't give up when we were trying to escape from the future. I guess that struck Grovile as being strange. That's why Grovile asked me why I refused to give up.
Yeah, Pokemon... Yeah, it's... the whole correlation causation thing.
But I didn't even know how to... But I didn't know how to answer. I didn't know why I was brave then. But I thought about it and I began to realize something. Well, I wonder too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Syria stood by me.
Syria.
That was it. I managed to be brave because you were always with me, Syria. That was when I finally realized that. And that's when I told Grovile. Just before we lost Grovile in the Hidden Land.
Chio, this is it for me. I'm taking Dustnoir back to the future. I can never come back here again. Watch Syria's back. Promise me.
But... take your place, Grovile? I can't!
You must, and you will. Because you can, Chio. You two are the greatest of combinations.
Grovile entrusted me with his last wish. I'm ashamed.
Had to Naruto run that one step to face me.
Oh, Syria. If you're not giving up, Syria, I won't give up either!
Chio.
There must be something that we can still do about this. There has to be a way of fixing things. A way that doesn't involve having to disappear.
That's right. That's the Chio I know.
We have to keep going, Syria. Let's find a way out of this. Oh, Syria. I was just thinking. It was time that was being destroyed before, right? And now the very fabric of space is becoming distorted. The destruction of time and the distortion of space. I can't begin to conceive of such things. But these troubles of time and space, I have a feeling that they're related.
Time and space. A possible connection.
Do you remember when time was breaking down? Lapras gave us a lot of insight into Temporal Tower. So about this distortion of space, do you think Lapras might know something about it?
Lapras. Well, actually, it wouldn't be unusual if Lapras did know something about this.
I thought you'd think so too, Syria. Well, then that settles it. Let's go see Lapras. Lapras should be at the beach. So let's hurry to the beach, Syria.
Imagine if you could get a bad ending. Yeah, just roll credits. Like, the entire game up to that point was a roguelike. If you make the wrong decision, then you have to start again from the very beginning of the game, before the post-game. I wonder if I go out of my way to be frustrated by this game's execution, but then I see like the stories of the beginning of Gates of Infinity, and I felt genuinely inspired by that stuff. So I don't know. Is it because I'm reading the lines aloud and I'm focusing on that? Maybe the emotional moments that are supposed to hit me aren't hitting me as well because of that. Maybe I'm going out of my way to be a little bit too hard on this game. This is supposed to be a game for very young Japanese children. So why should I be upset when it doesn't land perfectly for me? I don't know. You did not... No, nothing you said ruined anything. It's a Sierra game! I still think mostly... Like, I'm being hard on it, but I still think mostly it's coming together just fine. But Gates to Infinity was blowing me away when I watched the beginning of it being played last night. But I thought they pulled it together. I thought they pulled it together pretty well. Like, bringing... Like, those were perfect flashbacks. Those were very, very warranted flashbacks that actually amplified the emotions and the things that were supposed to be conveyed to us. Public performance anxiety? Like, you don't want to cry in front of us? Not necessarily. Like I feel like things aren't hitting as much as they could be. Because I'm not reading... I'm not just being able to process the lines normally, because I'm also trying to voice act them at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how much that is true. It's very difficult to tell because I can never experience this game again for the first time and do it just by reading silently by myself. I'll never know. But I'm just wondering a little bit. Part of me doubts that is a huge part of it, but again, it's very difficult to know. But I am very happy I got through that without having to do the entire dungeon again. That was very close. And thank you all for your kind words as I got through that. Hey Chio, do a flip. Yeah, I do wonder if this world sucks and people are terrible. Maybe that is just more positioned for me personally for a knockout of the park, and the way they were executing everything with that was also working for me. I don't know. But this game still does land with me just fine. I mean, I freaking love Grovile. I am feeling like Chio is having some development, which I was wondering about. Chio does seem to be actually thinking now. Just not entirely head empty anymore. I know that we're almost certainly going to learn something about Cresselia, like at least one thing about Cresselia and her past that is going to make her more sympathetic and explain why she is so obsessed with the idea of wiping us from existence, because there is a chance, even a chance of us being what's causing what's happening to the world. Just like how Grovile was so single-mindedly motivated. I have a feeling that she's going to be a Grovile character. I might be wrong, but I'm reserving my judgment, funnily enough, on Cresselia right now. It's not tonally different, it's just much less of a fantastical core. You're not dealing with time and space warping, you're dealing with depression and cynicism. Yeah, it's such a cynical... It's tackling cynicism, and that does feel more specifically suited to me. Maybe you feel more like Kurt in the bog of toxicity and despair, needing to be uplifted, than like a shonen protagonist. It depends. It really depends. I am frustrated by most shonen nowadays, but not all of it. It's not necessarily the themes of shonen that frustrate me. It's the execution. And I felt like the themes and the execution of Gates Infinity, from what I've seen so far, were landing very well with me. But thank you so much for being here. I hope I haven't dismayed you with not completely vibing with all this. But it's always incredible to have you. Thank you so much for being here. We've got some gummies to make. Or, we got some shakes to make. I'll get Tivy and... Belly out for this. Yeah, I'm constantly trying to walk that line where it's like, I wonder if I'm... I don't want to be too hard on this game just for being hard on something's sake, just to have a target. You have friends that would have ruined that moment and still haven't forgiven them for that. Yeah, I have some pretty awesome friends. And you haven't given me any reason to think that you're not one of those, so thank you all, including you, Ice. Brown gummy, that's fine for me. So now we just have to do some more regular missions and wait for the next plot thing to happen, I'm guessing, which is a little interesting. Yeah, this is the easiest PMD because the shakes, yes. Yeah, not the endearing ruin, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I feel bad when I don't agree with my friends, but they allow me to have dissenting opinions, and it's incredible. Which one was this? Purple. Right, there is a purple gummy. It's for ghosts. Okay. You can never watch Scott Pilgrim. Oh no, that sucks. I love Scott Pilgrim. Thank you for watering your streamer. Don't forget you had to oh yeah, Lapras. I did entirely forget within 10 minutes. Even after I made a mental checklist to do exactly that, I then immediately forgot about it because then I started navel gazing. You did that to a friend with Undertale? Oh. Sometimes it happens. I mean... With the correct execution, regret leads to growth, so... It sounds like you are... being responsible with that memory. Yeah, Undertale is a very special thing that creates powerful... It makes you want to do powerful things without necessarily considering all angles on what you're doing.
Excuse me, Lapras. There's something we'd like to ask you. We're investigating the distortions in the fabric of space. The distortion of space itself? Yes, and we'd like to learn anything that you might know about it, Lapras. Can you help us? Do you know anything? I'm sorry to say, I don't know anything about the space distortions. Oh, I see. However, I do know of a being that embodies space itself. What? A being that embodies space itself? Yes. Time and space are deeply connected. So, just as Dialga governs time itself, so too there is a being that governs the fabric of space. That being, who is it? Its name is Palkia. This being is said to possess the ability to distort space itself, and Spatial Rift is said to be its domain.
The being that governs space. Palkia. You know distortions doesn't jump the sharp when 4 robots walk out and 1 has a red hat and a base. Oh my god! Speaking of games that create powerful feelings in people. Another being like Dialga. I might have to stream my first play of Earthbound someday.
If we meet Palkia, we might be able to learn more about the space distortions. So, how do we get to Spatial Rift? Can you travel there, Lapras? Just like you can go to the Hidden Land? I hate to disappoint, but I can't travel to Spatial Rift. I don't even know where it is. That is all I can tell you. Oh, alright. I'm sorry, Chio. I'm sorry that I'm not much help.
Maybe Chat Top will know.
No, not at all. Learning about the existence of Palkia is a big help for us. Thank you, Lapras. We'll investigate on our own from now. So, basically, Lapras didn't know much about the distortion of space, but he did tell us that Palkia controls space itself, and that this being dwells in Spatial Rift. Palkia, huh? If we can meet with Palkia, we'd be able to ask about the distortion of space. But we don't have a clue as to where Spatial Rift is. I guess there isn't any point in worrying about it right now. Let's continue to investigate this tomorrow. There's no giving up now, Syria!
That's right, fight for yourselves. Fight for yourselves.
Whoa! Tremors?
Okay, I didn't see that coming. That's awesome.
I have found you at last, the defilers who are causing the distortion of space.
Who are you?
I am Palkia. I hold sway over space. I have dominion over dimension.
Palkia. You're Palkia!
Yeah, that there's honestly, it's almost comedic, but it's in such a serious time. For me, that works perfectly. This game has little moments that I really appreciate.
You cannot escape now. This is the end of you.
Where is this?
This is my domain. Spatial Rift.
What? This is Spatial Rift?
You dare distort space without my permission, without inviting me? I will be rid of you now.
What?
This is the end.
What are you doing?
What does it look like, dude?
There's absolutely nothing behind us.
They fell. However, there is no escaping me.
Ow, ow, ow. Are you okay, Syria? It looks like we landed somewhere else. But this is all such a shock. Who knew things would turn out this way?
Yeah, again, I'm impressed that they decided to immediately take the fight to us.
I don't understand. Why did Palkia suddenly attack us?
I feel like they made it kind of obvious.
He seemed to be bellowing about the distortion of space.
Palkia seemed to know that we caused the distortion of space. And then he attacked us. But I don't understand why.
There's no mistaking one thing. Palkia is trying to get rid of us. He might attempt another attack. We should get out of here as soon as we can. Let's go as soon as we're ready, Syria.
I'm tired. Let's rest here. I think I'm doing decent on items. I think I made sure to try and get as much out of there as I could. But this could be a tough place. So many TMs. Yeah, I wonder if we're actually going to end up seeing Giratina by the end of all this. I like Giratina. I wonder if we'll have need of a key in here. I was about to say, oh, I should put that away, but maybe not. Let's put the quick seed away. If these Pokemon know that if you disappear, they still disappear due to game over. Yeah, what people don't understand is that we're protagonists. Hi. I'm gonna let you wake up first. Or... There's Shadowclaw. You're not gonna need keys in plot mandatory dungeons. Oh, okay. Thank you. Everybody's asleep. Yeah, use the key to unlock Palkia's room and steal its diary. Oh, I've been wondering if we'll get to see another diary in this game. So this is a fucking problem. We can't do anything. We literally can't do anything. Okay, so Xatu is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Nice cringe. Lots of evolutions around all of a sudden. Yeah, that's one reason why I wanted to recruit Masquerain, and I finally did, and now I haven't done anything with Masquerain, because they're so out of sync with us level-wise, and because this game doesn't... Like, one of the major things I'm missing from this game is, like, assembly-wide EXP share, and guess what Gates to Infinity has? That blew my mind. If they had had it in this game, it would have, that would have been so nice. And in main series games, I don't use EXP share. Because I prefer to grind myself. That came out wrong. Toxicroak. I keep forgetting your... Or no. I don't keep forgetting your Gen 4. I wondered if the ROM hacks would add that. Yeah, that's nice. Just getting a ton of golden seeds. Ow. Hey, you have that too, huh? How do you like it when I do it? Yep, that's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, my friend. Just, that's Mystery Dungeons in general. Like, you must embrace the BS. Oh, there's another quick seed. So many items. This was a small floor. I guess all the floors have so far have probably been small. I can't believe I didn't hit a trap. I think Toxicroak is cool. You poor thing. Yeah, part of the I do think this is really fun to watch. I loved watching Zeruvian play this game yesterday. Part of me is a little surprised that overall my viewership has been so low as I played this game, but I feel like there are a lot of factors that contribute to that. And I definitely don't want to whine about it. I don't want to be ungrateful for what I do have. And make it sound like things are only okay if I have a ton of viewers. But I appreciate everybody that happens to stop by, and I don't... It's totally fine if you're not here. No, I doubt you're the reason why the viewership just dropped. No. Seethes, yes. That's exactly what happened there. One second. Gold Gummy! Lots of gummies around here, apparently. Why do you have Pin Missile? Why does Jolteon have Pin Missile? Because I'm not subscribed to Ice. What a call out. Yeah, I had no idea that Jolteon could learn that. And it's not something you normally have to freaking worry about. But it's the best fucking move in the game, aside from Ominous Wind. Now, oh my god. I just dealt 492 damage. That's wild. Thank you for the crit. I want to keep my Oron berries, kinda. Thank you, Moto Shadow. Hope you're doing great. I did not do this right. Oh, nice punch. Thank you for the good luck. I will need it. I have to beat up Chimecho's? Are you kidding me? Sigh. Miss? Pressure. Yeah, yeah, why isn't Tibby here to help? Dish out some pin missiles. Thankfully that Drowsy didn't do anything absolutely terrible. Terrible with being missed by the Petrify Orb. Let's get away from that exit. Forewarn can dodge orbs in this game because that ability isn't an obnoxious. Yeah, Forewarn can block absolutely everything. Seems legit. And right next to the exit, that's nice. I could just leave right now. Safeguard? Sorry, I should have known. That was really stupid. Safeguard stopped the orb from working, so why would I think an orb would work? Nice, Chio. Oh my god. Please get out of my face forever. Somebody's coming! Okay. Made it through so far. Bye. I kind of want that. That is a lot of Oron berries. Being hit by any move or item ends petrification, including your allies' moves or items. You just what? What? Why do you have the biggest special defense of anything ever? We had a monster house. And that's not another one? Fascinating. Maybe I'm just... I feel like every time I see lots of items, including a gummy, it has to be a monster house. Oh, right, Memento was still active. Okay. I knew I was gonna forget that. Non-sleeper! Very nice. That'll help. Oh my god. I'm cringing. That's good instincts and largely will serve you well. Sorry, what is? Oh, assuming everything's a monster house, okay. Chio now both of us are gonna have trouble falling asleep at night. This is the worst thing ever. Epi. Oh no, not the distorted toilet. Palkia's toilet is distorted? Oh man, maybe we should stop existing. I don't need that. I have the mobile scarf. My defense is way down, I have to remember that. Epi does sound like one of your names. It's true. Yep, stab wing attack by a Charizard. Not fun. That is nice. Oh, that was quick attack range. I mean, that's fine. Now I'll quick attack you. That part of that tune sounds like Kingdom Hearts to me. Stab Astonish. I'm not sure what a bidet or bidet is. We found the rift in the bottom.
Huh? Syria, over there! It's a dead end! What should we do? We can't go any farther! Tremors!
That's one of his favorite things to say.
Palkia!
Your resistance is useless. You will never escape from this place. I will reveal why. It is your fate to be obliterated by me.
Here he comes, Syria! We have to fight!
This is it.
I should have gotten a hunger seed. Finally, somebody dodged it. Aw. He's EB! Nice punch. There goes flamethrower. Okay. And now we lose the XI seed.
Huh? Palkia!
Oh, now Dialga's gonna come in.
Palkia has stopped moving! What happened to him?
Palkia has been...
Oh.
Palkia has been enveloped by the nightmare, just as Azurill has. A voice! Where is it coming from? Who are you? What do you mean, Palkia has been enveloped in a nightmare? It means that the power of darkness has spread so much farther. If its growth remains unchecked, the world will become drowned in darkness. But you two... Would you two enter Palkia's nightmare?
Or is this the person that Cresselia was chasing?
What? Palkia's nightmare? Yes, by entering his nightmare, you will learn why Palkia attacked you. So, what will you do? What do we do, Syria? Should we go into the nightmare?
Is this a rogue option where if we... Or is this a but thou must? I don't even want to refuse.
What? You won't go in? But if we won't do anything, we will never be able to return to Treasure Town. We don't have any choice. We have to go into the nightmare.
But thou must!
Fine, you've decided. I will send you into Palkia's nightmare. Hey, Palkia!
You two, what are you doing in my dreams? No, I remember, we battled. So why am I dreaming?
You've been enveloped by a nightmare, Palkia.
What? What did you say? I'm in a nightmare?
Even big guys are afraid of nightmares.
This proves it. You both should not exist.
Palkia! Wait a second! We want to ask you something! Palkia, why are you trying to get rid of us?
You dare pretend that you don't know?
That's kind of my reaction, honestly.
You are distorting space with reckless abandon. If the distortion spreads, the power of darkness will grow.
My nightmares must be destroyed. You must not see what lies in my head.
The world will be drowned in this nightmare of darkness. To prevent it, you must be wiped from this existence.
But there must be some other way! You govern space and dimension, don't you, Palkia? Can't you correct the distortion of space yourself?
It is true that I can bend space to my will, but for the first time ever, I am unable to control a part of space. Worse still, the distortion of space is amplifying. This is all your doing. There is now but one way to save the world, and that is for you to be erased from this world forever.
Palkia is saying the same thing Cresselia said. Oh, Syria. Cresselia was telling us the truth after all. Maybe they're right about us. Maybe we do have to disappear. Chio.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh, do you?
But this must be done to preserve peace. Please understand.
Palkia!
Ah, here you are. I found you at last.
Cresselia!
Hi, welcome. Here we are in a very intense part of the story of the post-game of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky.
The spreading darkness engulfs even this place. You must be eliminated as soon as possible. Before we finally pass the point of no return. Syria, we refused to give up. We did what we could. After everything we did, was it all for nothing? Was all our effort a waste?
So are you ready for your end?
Cresselia, one moment. Tell us one last thing. If we disappear, will the world really and truly be saved? Yes, it absolutely will. The world will be saved. It's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Are you finally satisfied? Yes, if we must. If we really must disappear. If that will save the world.
After so much, Chio's will is starting to sway. And so is mine. But is this truly and absolutely the correct course of action?
Wait, Cresselia. Blinded by fury, I attacked them earlier. But upon seeing them now, they do not seem driven by malice or wickedness. In my dreams, Cresselia, you insisted they were bad. But are they truly bad?
Cresselia said that about us? In Palkia's dreams?
Don't be fooled by appearances, Palkia. If we get rid of them now, all will be saved.
So just like we did, Palkia met Cresselia in his dreams, but now Palkia is growing suspicious. That's okay. I'm mostly reading out the game. But this is, yeah, an English-only chat. Hopefully you can still find enjoyment anyway. But now Palkia is growing suspicious. Something is very wrong here. All this is based on what Cresselia claims.
Enough. I will be rid of you now.
Chio, don't abandon hope.
Now take this!
Yes, that's exactly it. Never abandon hope. Interesting.
What? There's a second Cresselia?
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for the follow.
What?
What What is this? Who is this?
Excellent. I was just in time.
I cannot speak Russian at all, unfortunately. I don't know any Russian. I only know English. I can say like 2 words in Spanish and like 2 words in Japanese. I am very monolingual.
Blast you, Cresselia. I've been foiled, just as I was about to dispose of those meddlers once and for all.
Please, listen, Syria, Chio, and Palkia. You have been misled all this time by Darkrai there.
What?
The Cresselia you thought you knew until now was not me. That false Cresselia was nothing more than an illusion made by Darkrai. It was merely a mockery of me.
What?
The Cresselia we knew up to now was just a fake? Darkrai, using an illusory duplicate of me to deceive others, is so typical of you. But you usually never bring your actual self out of hiding. You normally operate under cover of darkness. That you'd personally emerge from the shadows to dispose of these two, that is so very unlike you.
Thank you for the good luck.
You two behind Cresselia.
What, us?
Who else, man?
Correct. Pay close attention. Now, the one truly responsible for exploiting the space distortion, for shrouding the world in nightmare, it is my doing. Mine alone.
What? What did you say?
You are more than welcome to try and stop me. Come to me in the Dark Crater.
You're not getting away, Darkrai!
You're getting away, Darkrai.
Darkrai vanished!
You cannot catch me, Cresselia. Not ever. You two, I shall be waiting in the Dark Crater.
The Dark Crate. And he controls the Dark Dimension.
Dark Crater.
This dingus is the one who's gonna tear it open and see what happens. Oh my god, Azurul's awake.
Meryl! Azurill! That's great! You woke up from your nightmare! Yup. You did it, Miss Cresselia! Thank you so much! And Mr. Drowsy, too.
Me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Drowsy! Mr. Drowsy, I have to thank you, too. You stayed to take care of Azurill this whole time. Thank you so very much.
Well, shucks, it's the least I could do.
Listen, Cresselia. What happened to Palkia? Palkia is immersed within Spatial Rift, where he's attempting to take care of the distortion of space.
Darkrai, how many times have I told you to stop raiding my closet and stealing my outfits?
As the being that governs space itself, he is staking his pride on success.
I thought she was gonna say he's stalking his prey. Which would be cool.
Given that duty, I would not expect to see him manifest here again.
Well done! How remarkable! It's truly quite marvelous! Marvelous indeed, Cresselia! We'd heard of your power to dispel darkness, but only in rumor. But it was all true! I must say, this is completely marvelous!
I understand. You used your power when we were in Palkia's nightmare. That's how you pulled Palkia and us out of the nightmare. Indeed. I do have the power to dispel darkness. It lets me dispel nightmares and awaken those in deepest sleep. Darkrai stands as an opposite to my being. He has the power to enshroud those who sleep in nightmare. Chio and Syria. Do you recall where you met my imposter? The imposter, that is to say, the first Cresselia you met. Those encounters were always within dreams, weren't they? That's true.
It's true. The first time was in a dream. Then later on, come to think of it, that time I wasn't dreaming, so I guess it never occurred to me, but I realized that was in Azural's nightmare. In other words, it was still in a dream. Most of Darkrai's Pokédex entries talk about how it only acts in self-defense, but in so many games it does crap like this. And the next time we met, it was in Palkia's nightmare. That first Cresselia, we encountered her only in dreams.
Darkrai has the power to create realistic illusions. What Darkrai was doing was using his illusions to make you think you were seeing me. It was all an elaborate ruse to get at you, Syria and Chio, so that your whole existence could be eliminated.
So it ended up kind of working out that we didn't tell... Well, actually, no, we told them that Cresselia was doing weird stuff, but... And never mind. I guess my thought was not accurate.
So that your whole existence could be eliminated.
What?
To eliminate Syria and Chio! I thought no one would have the balls! From this world? Eliminate those two?
Well, it's shocking that he wanted to get rid of you. But why would Darkrai plot something so complicated? Why go to all the trouble of using a Cresselia imposter? Thank you for a very sensible question. Wouldn't it be faster to confront them directly in battle?
I would guess that it was all out of fear of Syria and Chio. Darkrai was afraid of me and Syria? Yes, because Syria and Chio saved the world once before. That was when they prevented the collapse of Temporal Tower. But who was really the one that put the ruin of Temporal Tower in motion? Who was it that really sought to put the planet into paralysis? It was none other than Darkrai.
What?
Darkrai was behind the crisis at Temporal Tower? Darkrai intends to enshroud the world in darkness. Darkrai failed to do that with the destruction of Temporal Tower. After that failure, he turned his attention to the distortion of space itself. In the distortion of space... If the distortion of space were to grow, Darkrai's power to create nightmares would also grow. What he sought to do was envelop all Pokémon in a nightmare. It was all Darkrai's doing. He was making the distortion of space expand. Darkrai was doing that! Isn't the space distortion expanding because of our existence? It is true that your existence is causing space distortion, but the distortion you cause is extremely small. Furthermore, your distortion of space won't expand on its own. Then... Yes, the expanding distortion of space has nothing to do with you. It was blamed on you, however, so that you would be eliminated. It was all part of Darkrai's elaborate deception. Oh, Syria! I'm so glad! We're not beings that must not exist. It's okay for us to live in this world. We're not unwanted. Oh.
Chio. Oh, that's the first time I've seen that portrait for Torchic, actually. And I just slashed right by it. I don't know what you two went through, but... it's just not possible for either of you, Chio and Syria, to be unwanted in this world. If either of you went away, Chio or Syria, it would make me sad. I think everyone at the guild would be sad too. It makes us happy that you're with us, Chio and Syria. That's reason enough to keep existing. Not bad.
Wigglytuff.
More than that, it's not just Chio or Syria. Everyone here, all the Pokemon in the world, not one of their lives is without meaning. So never think that you're not wanted ever again. Stay full of cheer, alright?
Thank you, Wigglytuff.
Hey, but talk about dirty and dishonest. That Darkrai's a piece of work.
He never comes out in the open. He does his nefarious work from the shadows. If you confront him, he will always flee. That is how Darkrai has always done things. But Darkrai is doing something so unlike him right now. He has invited Chio and Syria to confront him.
It's true. Darkrai left those parting words, and we're gonna see it in one of the less than absolutely necessary flashbacks. Although, to be fair, I did forget what I had to do next within 10 minutes, so... Darkrai told us to go to the Dark Crater, and that he would be waiting for us. Cresselia, you believe that he demanded Chio and Syria come to him for a reason, don't you? Do you believe that it's a trap?
Yes, it's a trap, without a doubt. It doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. If we don't stop Darkrai, he'll smother the whole world with darkness. We have to do something. We're going to the Dark Crater. Okay, I respect your decision.
That was met with a lot less pushback than I was expecting.
I will accompany you. I have long been aware of Darkrai's scheme.
And we get this nice tune again.
I have pursued him a long time to thwart his plan, but every time I caught up to him, he would elude me. This time, he is waiting for us. I would like to settle this once and for all.
I'll go too.
Me too!
Yup, I'll go, by golly!
I'm delighted by everyone's offer to help. I'm afraid that Darkrai would be scared off if too many of us were to go.
I'm pretty sure I have good reason to believe that he'd be scared off if anybody but the two of us went.
This is a rare chance to corner Darkrai and stop his nefarious scheme. Please be content with just the three of us going.
Oh, that's too bad. But I have to say you all are right.
Don't worry, everyone. We'll be sure to defeat Darkrai and come back.
Yes, you do that!
If anyone can, it's you. You all take care, by golly.
Everyone, thank you. Let's go, Syria! Let's go to the Dark Crater, where Darkrai awaits us! To the northwest of here, there is a land of volcanic terrain. The Dark Crater is located there. Please tell me when you are ready to leave. I will guide you to the Dark Crater.
Okay, so we've gotten past the point of the game where it's very intense and Chio and Syria are made to believe that they must die or else the world will be sad. That's a relief. Very glad I was able to get through that. Whoops. So I don't blame Cresselia too much. It's this guy's a real troll. Yes, that's exactly my thinking. Basically, endgame of the endgame. Wow, that came up so suddenly. The post game ramped from 0 to 100 immediately. So sorry if that stream was intense. It's too intense for some people, or I don't know. Hopefully this could be enjoyable. Hopefully I didn't make anybody upset by, not always being, like, this story not always being for me and being frustrated and not knowing if it's, like, I don't know if it's fair, if my feelings about this story are fair, like, whenever it doesn't land for me, and I keep coming into that wall every time. It's like, I really don't think this story is doing anything wrong. It's just, it's doing children's anime things, while also having, you know, massive existential horror and stuff. But I still like this. I still think this is a good game, and I'm still glad I've been doing this. And apparently next time we're gonna face off against the end of all of the biggest hitting story stuff. Maybe. Wild to think, but I'm gonna raid Zeruvian for now. Doing some, I believe, Pokemon Crystal Randomizer. Have a great one, everybody. I'll be back sometime soon. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Until then, have a beautiful one. Dream on, folks.